What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and I hope you guys enjoyed that intro because in today's video, we're going to be testing out a new camera that I've been checking out recently, and that is the Panox V2 5.7K 360 vlog camera. This is a camera that has a lot of capabilities and is becoming a very popular type of camera because you can capture video, photo, live stream in very versatile ways and high resolution, and especially in a scenario like this, we're able to showcase the capabilities of a camera like this, and it comes in at a relatively affordable price point compared to the other ones on the market. I'm actually going to be giving away one to you guys, so if you want to enter, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below with your Instagram username and what you want to use it for, and I'll be contacting a winner directly on Instagram in 2 weeks, and I want to give a huge thanks to Panox for sponsoring this video. So we're here at the beautiful NAMI project. It's a new retreat that I've been wanting to check out for quite a while since it was opened earlier this year, and it is absolutely beautiful. It has this serene Japan style to it with white oak, plaster walls, and concrete floors, and you're just in a very quiet place with an incredible view of the water. And out here, you can either enjoy your coffee, check out the small town, or also explore the nature. And if you're adventurous, you can even go like surfing and hiking as well. But you guys have seen us do travel films around the world. And so being able to test out this 5.7K 360 vlog camera in a place like this, which is just about 5 hours away from where I live, has been a lot of fun. It is a 360-degree camera, but the way that it's built is that you have the camera on both the front and the back, and wherever you walk around with it, it is able to capture that full 360-degree field of view, which then gives you flexibility to be able to play it back and also reframe it for the final video. It just makes it very hands-free and easy. You go ahead and start recording, and you know that it has captured literally everything, and for someone who is just vlogging and wants to be able to enjoy the moment, this is why these types of camera have been very popular. On top of that, it is very thin and compact. It fits in your pocket easily. It weighs just 200 grams, which is the same weight as your smartphone. And on top of that, you just have your record button, and you can view everything through a 3-inch display here that is 500 nits. So when you're outside, you don't have to worry about not being able to see anything. You still have a good reference of the framing, the field of view, and also the different settings and modes, and there are plenty. When it comes to the specs, it is a 5.7K video resolution, and it can also live stream at 4K 30 frames a second. And when it comes to photos, it can capture a 72 megapixel photo, which is essentially a 12K resolution. That is if you take a 360-degree photo, which we're going to show you guys a lot of examples are, both from the photo and video aspect. But it also features AI-powered smart tracking, which allows you to track things like humans or objects to keep in frame depending on the different mode that you're in. And it also has direct Google Street View capture, which is a unique feature that is attributed to the 360-degree feature. Within the Panox app, you can also use the AI and keyframe editing, and it also supports a wireless mic, such as the DJI mic, because a lot of times with these cameras, I feel like the audio is very neglected, and so being able to walk around and vlog and have that hands-free experience and how easy the DJI mic is to use is great to have. And when it comes to the hardware, it has a 1/2-inch Sony CMOS sensor with improved low light performance and great dynamic range. And we're going to be putting that to the test because out here you have the dark black rocks, but also the beautiful sun and the water. And so that'll showcase the capabilities of the dynamic range of this camera. One of the things I was most impressed by with the image quality was the high dynamic range. Compared to a lot of similar 360 cameras, the Panox really stands out. You get so much more detail in the shadows and the highlights, and that could be coupled with its already extremely high resolution that makes a really great image. So when it comes to the video mode, this is what we've been using it for a lot. And I've had cameras like this in the past where you might want to capture that like globe effect where you're walking around with the invisible selfie stick and just capturing what is all around you. To be able to reframe the clip and also track humans, for example, is very useful, and that is why they call it the ultimate vlogging camera. A 5.7K resolution that captures 360-degree video is great because there is plenty of detail to reframe into a 16:9 or 9:16 aspect ratio, or also utilize the modes that integrate that entire 360-degree field of view. Another cool feature of the Panox V2 is that you can just place it down on a tripod and it will capture everything in a panoramic way around you. So especially if you're trying to capture that amazing view, it can really use all of the resolution and its 360-degree design to capture all of it. The stabilization is also a key factor, and this camera utilizes premium stabilization technology. So if you're walking around or running around or even taking it out for a surf, you can ensure that the stabilization is going to be on point, and you can choose between capturing in a 5.7K 30 frames per second resolution, or you can also drop down to 4K 60 and slow down the footage. Another really fun mode to use is the time lapse. You can capture in a 5.7K 360-degree time lapse, and whether that is sunset or sunrise, just set the camera down and we'll use both sides of the lens to get that time lapse. For vlogging, picture-in-picture mode is also fun to use, because say I want to walk around and get my reaction to something while also filming what is in front of me. This is a feature that we've seen on smartphones before, but you're able to get that in a better quality on the Panox V2, and I can just walk around, have my face in frame, and like kind of react to things or even do live commentary with the compatibility of a wireless mic like the DJI mic. So I found that to be a very useful feature. So for vloggers, that is going to be key. As for photos, 72 megapixels is plenty. A 12K resolution allows you to crop in certain areas of the frame. When it comes to using the interface though, even though there's a great Panox app that goes with it, I like to be able to control everything from the actual camera itself, instead of having to go in the app every single time. And the menu is actually powered by Android, and so it's really familiar and easy to use. You just scroll to be able to go through the different modes of like photo, video, time-lapse, 360, and you can also change the resolution very easily, but the specific settings also remain relatively simple. I think the average consumer is able to decide what settings that they would like to use, and so whether it is using that full resolution and maybe taking up more file space, or dropping down and using a higher frame rate, you can control that directly from the touchscreen itself while being able to see the field of view that you're capturing at any given moment. So being able to navigate that was really great, but the buttons are also kept very minimal. You have your record button and capture button that also serves as your on-off button on one side, and on the other side you have your micro SD card slot and the USB Type-C for charging, and the battery is able to pop in and out if you have some extras. When it comes to accessories, there are also a lot of options. Using the invisible selfie stick is what I've used the most, because you can bring that around, you can extend it, and it will keep it out of frame automatically, but you also have the option to use a tripod to set it down for a time lapse or to record yourself, and you can also use suction cups to attach it to a vehicle, which is also very fun to use with a 360-degree camera. The battery is about 1500 milliamp hours in total, which through our shooting, it really depends on what you're capturing, and there's a lot of variability to that, but I found that throughout about a day of filming, we only really needed to recharge it once. So if you're packing a full day where you're just trying to film as much as possible, then you might have to charge it or bring a spare battery, but having USB Type-C is super handy because we just went ahead and connected it to a battery pack. But when it comes to my overall opinions of the image quality and the camera itself, I think versatility is key here. It comes in at a really good price point of under $400 with the accessories that you can purchase separately, and with the ecosystem and the capabilities of the hardware itself, it is able to cover many different realms. And I love how it's able to fit in your pocket. I can just bring it with me on a hike and take it out at any time. And I think the dynamic range has been solid as well. Having that flexibility to still adjust ISO, resolution, frames per second, and more is a good thing to have. But I think most people who are going to be picking up this camera are just going to hit record, start walking, and you're all good to go. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out for yourself, I'm going to drop a link down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.